All right, you guys, we are off for our Thursday drives. I don't know why the light is a little bit weird today. I think it's because we're in all these ponderosa pines.
We finally see the light in our spring.
Maybe I need to put my sunglasses on. Maybe that'll help or something. But we're on for Thursday drives with Lori and Kayleen. Today we're taking you to Kings Deer. We have never done, we've highlighted a home here once. Well, we've done a ton of videos, but we did homes with land. But we're taking you to Kings Deer today and driving you around Kings Deer. One of our clients just went under contract on a home here, about $1.2 million. That's probably...
It's a really good buy for the area.
Because usually homes can be up to like 1.5, 1.7. This is a small pocket of homes that are 2 acres, typically, on average.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's a golf course.
There is an HOA.
There's definitely an HOA. So if you're going to bring all your toys and park them in your driveway and lawn, that's not happening here. But it is a place.
But you can build something that matches the primary residence, and you can do that. It just is not going to be. You can't just park it in the driveway or on the side of the house and be okay with it. It has to be covered and match the primary structure.
Be all like pretty.
Yeah.
But there's not as many like trees. There's a couple sections in Kings Deer that do have trees.
Well, you haven't seen this house that we have under contract.
No.
It is there's a section and they're in there. The front section is treed.
Okay.
And then the back half is more like that rolling hills, which we've seen most of the time when we show houses up there.
Okay.
And then there's like kind of an in between, and that's where we're under contract.
Okay. I like the in between. I don't love like a ton of ponderosa pines where it's kind of like dark. But I also don't like the eastern plains of like Kansas.
This is a good mix of it.
It's like Goldilocks. It's just right, maybe.
It's just right. So District 38 for schools, which is good. One thing we need to find, because I've never seen when we're there, supposedly going through HOA docs, there is a community park.
Oh yeah, we're going to look for that for our clients.
We're going to look for it.
Some kiddos. And they're like, where's the park? And we're like, we don't know. So we're going to see if we can find the park today to show them that. Because they're kind of going back and forth between, Forest Lake, Sanctuary Point, and Kings Deer. And ultimately it came down to the quality of home, the outdoor. They really wanted a park. So that's why we're going to try to find this one.
Yeah, we're going to try to find the park. Do you want to break down all those highlights that we kind of went through and talk a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that inspection is going to be very different for this house than maybe a house in Sanctuary Point or whatnot, because you are on a septic.
Yep, and a well.
And so how it works for this part of El Paso County is that with the transfer of property, the seller does have to have a septic full inspection, and they report that to El Paso County Public Health. And so we get a report as the buyer noting that the septic is in good working condition. Now, problems that we have seen with septics before is if they're cracked or they need pumped, they're essentially made to compost themselves, and there's like a happy medium with like E. coli and whatever in the septic system. But the seller will have to do that to transfer property. The well, they don't necessarily have to do anything with. You can do what's called a flow test, and that is like the pressure that the well is putting out. To be honest, we are not experts on the wells. We do need to defer to a well contractor to test certain things. And then you have your regular home inspection, where they test all of the home itself. They get on the roof. They go through the house with a fine-tooth comb. But all in all, it's kind of more a la carte, because we have different things that aren't, it's not just hooked up to city water and sewer.
Yeah.
But anytime you're on acreage, be prepared for that.
Yeah, definitely. It's a whole different way to evaluate the home.
Yes.
So we're going to show you that's the fun part, talking about the septic and the
Lori's favorite.
My favorite. And then
so look, we're entering.
Oh yeah, there's a little sign, a golf course community. So I want to show you the golf course. I want to show you the park that we're about to find, and then the different style. We'll get out and show you the different style of homes. This is a very different lifestyle than compared to, let's say, Wolf Ranch. Like Wolf Ranch is that planned community where they have like 5 different builders who build right next door to each other. Gorgeous area. With
it is very
the rec
serene
center
out here and like quiet and peaceful.
Yep.
So this is, you
and
can
like
see
sidewalks.
kind of around right now. This is like the section, and there's houses back in here. Maybe we'll drive through some of these that are in the trees.
Yep. I think we'll get out and show you too. I think it helps when we get out and just show you some of the style of homes. If you want a home where no two homes are alike, but yet you want somewhat of, I kind of like the in-between HOA. I know some people are pro HOA and some people hate HOAs. I'm like an in-betweener HOA. Like I would like an HOA to tell my neighbor not to put a pink couch and 15 cars in their yard. But I also want my own space to be able to do my own thing and like that kind of stuff.
Well, we're dealing with another transaction right now, and they're even telling you how many cars you can have parked, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but then all of a sudden when you have like 4 drivers in your house, that can be a deal. But here's like a section, and with the overhead camera in the car, I think you can see like there are still mature trees. You know, one of them to the left is like in the trees, and then the ones on the right have more open space, but still mature landscaping. But you can see the space in between the homes. Yeah,
it's like I said, it's at 2 acres. The golf course is a really good golf course in the area. There's no pool, right? No pool. No pool.
The golf course, what I like is it is open to the public, and it is one that like I would take my younger kids golfing on.
Yeah, it's a nice golf course.
Like some courses you can't do that, and you can do that here. It's not a giant clubhouse, but it's like a traditional like golf club. It's not like a fancy.
Yeah, not like a flying horse. That would be a different level. That's different. That's a different level of clubhouse, flying horse. Is this the golf course here?
No, this is the treat area. The golf course is further down, but look at some of these houses, like architectural shingles. Like these are custom homes. Like Lori said, no two look alike.
Yeah, I'm going to show you
one
here.
For sale.
So we wanted to show you a direct head-on view. That one's for sale. Of some of the homes. You can see that was a 2-story. Here you have a ranch, 3-car garage. Then you have another 2-story, but you can see no home is the same, and you do have space between each of the houses as well. You have stucco, and there's some of the newer parts too. You have some new builds in this area too.
And look, there is fencing. That was one of the questions of our buyers. You can put up fencing. I have seen some split rail and then some iron like this.
Yeah, that's like an iron.
And so I need to read further, but I'm assuming you just can't do privacy fencing. But to be honest, I don't know if you need it because there's so much space. Show them the trails too. So there's no sidewalks. There's not sidewalks, but there is walking trails throughout the community.
Yeah. Homes are technically a lot of times bigger square footage wise.
Yes.
You're not going to find a small home here.
No.
Typically, you're going to be looking at, I would say, at least 3,500 square feet.
Yep.
And you can see some of these have well over like 5,000 square feet. But I like to do a driving tour of Kings Deer because it's so different. And one of the schools I think is straight ahead of us.
Yeah. You want to check that out?
Yeah, we can check that out too, since a lot of our clients have kiddos, and that's an important piece of it. But great school ratings.
Well, and these homes are obviously not directly on the golf course. We'll show you another section of Kings Deer where it is more like golf course.
Yeah.
In your backyard.
Yeah.
So I think we're here to Prairie
Winds
Elementary.
School's almost done in here. Right now, you'll probably by the time you see this, it'll probably be summer, and school will be out.
And I'm actually pretty excited about that.
I have a little bit of. I wish there was like an in between. Like, is there a 2-a-day week school?
Oh, look! It looks like field day or something fun.
Yeah.
Out here. Oh, look! So. They do. They have gator. It is field day, Lori.
Yeah, fun. I loved field day. So field day, and then you have the mountains straight ahead over here. So look, they have a little like community plan garden here at Prairie Winds. And then now we're going to take you more to the golf course, so we'll be right back. So we think we found the park.
Yes.
We're not 100% sure yet.
It's actually really close to the golf course.
Look at this house. So talk about a huge house. You turn here.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. 10 feet.
Like this house has to be like,
In a quarter mile.
I don't know if you guys can see that under
It's
your
like
left
tiled
or right.
roof, carriage garage doors, tons of rock,
It's a big house.
lots of landscaping.
And they have the whole thing above the garage. I actually love above the garage spaces.
So it says it's 7.
Yeah, it's right there. I see it.
7. Oh, it's cute.
Yeah.
Proceed to the route.
And so, and some of these are a little bit newer homes too. Like that is a new build house right there, that white one. And then
That was a listing we had right when we first got into real estate.
oh, is that
together.
right back? Oh,
Right
this
there.
one.
Slight right turn,
Oh,
then arrive
right
at
here?
your destination.
Uh-huh.
No, it's different. That's not it.
That's it.
Isn't that it?
Mhm.
No, it's been a while.
So straight ahead, maybe we'll get out and.
How do you get there?
Oh, look. And there's a whole soccer
Yeah,
field.
there's a soccer field, but how do you park? You can't just walk these people's neighborhoods. Oh, parked, paved. Oh yeah, I think
Park
you can
on
drive down there.
paved
You
areas
drive down there.
only. I'm going.
Huh? That's kind of weird. When I guess it's that house.
It's
has
like
the,
incognito.
I know.
Well, we're going to go to the park and get out and show you guys. It's actually nice and
They have a little Jeep or something. Do you see a little Jeep?
oh, that is
Keely's
cute.
gonna get in the Jeep for us.
Okay.
So we're gonna show you the neighborhood park here in Kingsdale. Let's go check it out. So here's the park. Little sand volleyball. They actually have a full soccer field over there and a porta potty. And then I told Kayleen she has to go get in the Jeep.
Well, here's little picnic tables too. Like, it's nothing fancy, but it is like an actual playground area. The soccer field is actually really nice, but it's
Yeah.
big space. There's swings, there's slides,
And then Pikes Peak is right over there.
there's
Kind of
monkey
see it.
bars. Oh yeah, you see the peak from here too.
But yeah, nice open space here.
To me, it is kind of incognito though, because you have these houses right here by it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would have noticed it unless I knew it was here. So you probably won't get a ton of. It's just probably community park.
Oh my gosh, I stepped in something. It's okay. I'm good. So Kaylee's getting in the
It's a
little
little
Jeep.
small for me, but I go four-wheeling.
Oh my gosh, my shoes fell off. Kaylee and I are going to make it through the park today.
All right.
And then I'm going to show you one other quick thing.
I would have loved these as a kid. And there's a zip line.
It's actually kind of fun.
That is kind
I
of
wanted
a
to kinda
fun
make-
one. I'm impressed,
Thank
Lori.
you.
And they have like a seesaw. They actually have really fun toys.
I can't
at
get off
this
now.
park.
I'm too far to
Or
the ground.
Equipment, not toys. But wanted to find this park and
Found
show
it.
you.
So you're never too young to have fun at the park. I find my hair's kind of a little bit.
They do have good, like old school equipment there.
I know,
which
it's kind of
like.
fun. I liked it. It was a little
I like
different
that.
than the normal playground equipment. Not that I visit tons of playgrounds lately, but considering my oldest child graduates from high school today.
Just
so.
like we gotta make a phone call.
Okay, all right, we'll be back. All right, so we problem solved that. We actually had a closing, I don't know, and then they picked the big screen TV for their closing gift, and Best Buy was delivering it, and they weren't there, so we had to arrange for redelivery.
Redelivery.
So just the little things in life, but so now we're off to the golf course.
Yes.
We problem solved that one. And so I wanted to show you the clubhouse. It's not quite as fancy as like you said, Flying Horse, but a great golf course. My husband loves to come play King's Deer.
I don't think my husband ever has.
Really? Yeah.
I feel like they have a lot of tournaments and like
Yeah.
I don't know, like you
I've
hear
never
about
played it.
stuff
I
like
don't
that up at King's Deer.
Yeah.
A
It's
lot.
kind of funny. We have a lot of clients who like live in Flying Horse and some in King's Deer, but not a lot of our clients have been huge golfers. Like
Yeah,
no one's ever been
that
like,
is
"Ooh, I
kind
want to
of
live
fun.
in Flying Horse because I'm a golfer."
Well, I think
But it's
you
a
go
big-
to like Phoenix for that.
You
Or
do?
the South.
I think it's gorgeous. Well, I don't know. Anyways,
it's only
side
part
note.
of the year.
so
We're kind of in the section, as you can see, where there's still mature trees, shrubbery, but it is more like that open rolling
Yeah,
plains.
this is more that
This
eastern
is like
what I
what
was
I
thinking of.
think of for most houses in King's Deer. Long driveways.
yes, get a snowblower. So you'd want to pick the snowblower from your package.
You would want to do that.
for our closing package. We have a
Or the
snowblower.
client that we have that's under contract, he's trying to talk his wife into getting a tractor.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah.
know if you need a tractor. Oh, here's the...
Here it is.
Oh.
Oh, I'm going to go this way and flip around.
She's going the other way.
But
yeah, you can see people out there.
There's
nice
just
today.
big homes here, though. I don't know if I have really seen one under like 3,800 square feet.
Mhm.
So
Here, I'm going to show you the golf course. So I wanted to show you this angle here. Sorry, it's a little bumpy. But you can see some of the green. Some people warming up for their big day
what
of
is that?
golf.
The
Oh,
practice putting green and the
little
driving
track.
range over
Yep.
here. Sorry, it's bumpy.
It is kind of bumpy.
And there's the clubhouse.
There's a little clubhouse. See, it's nothing to like brag about, but a nice. Do they serve food there? I think they do.
I think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then more little driving range. That's where you head off. But a gorgeous day for golf here in Kings Deer. You have the front range right in front of you. So it really is a really nice, well taken care of course.
Here, I'll go around the.
You're gonna go around this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
It reminds me of like I'm sure you run into all your friends or buddies up here.
Keelan's gonna hit a
Sorry.
golf cart. It's okay. Yeah, just so you can see some of the fairways here. There's the golf carts. Here's the Kings Deer
A
Golf
little
Club.
pro shop.
A little pro shop. And
You
some
can tell
eats.
everybody just parks where they want around
Yeah.
here.
So nice little area, adds to the community. So that's our tour of Kings Deer. I'm going to try to get some side angles, some more of the homes to finish off, so you can just see that a little bit more. You're not real close to a grocery store. Kaylee was saying that.
I would say that's the only thing. Like, it's more serene,
far.
more quiet, but you would go down to Baptist,
Yeah.
for your grocery store. But with that being said, you're like on a map, like right east of Woodmore.
Yeah.
So I guess you could go over that, and there's that Safeway.
Yeah, you're saying
And
you're far. I'm
restaurants
just
and
like
stuff.
you're not gonna drive down the street and have
Like if
a
you need
gas station.
aspirin at 10 o'clock at night, you're probably a 10 to 15 minute
Yeah.
drive.
But that's part of why people like in Kings Deer is because you just feel like you have a little more space and
Yeah.
seclusion and whatnot. So
You get tree views, and I do think that Kings Deer is probably one of the more serene areas, but still being close to town.
yeah,
That was the pro I was going to talk about. If you do work in Denver or need to go to work several days a week in Denver, you are like one more exit up, like you're right on the Monument Hill.
yeah.
And then with that being said, because you're further north, you will get maybe a little bit cooler weather, but
A little bit.
beautiful scenery.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Look at that giant bird with something in its mouth.
Ooh,
Look at it.
yeah.
Woo.
A lot of wildlife out here as well. So that's our tour of Kings Deer. If you have any questions, let us know. We're hoping, download below. We have our interactive map that has all these links to all these different neighborhoods, so you can really get right into those neighborhoods and figure out where you want to live here in Colorado Springs. And then you're going to reach out to us because we love what we do. We're good at what we do. We know our schools and neighborhoods. We do real estate here every day and during the night because we dream about it. So reach out to us. We'd love to help make Colorado Springs your home. So for now, we're out from Colorado.